I've been a member of the Green Party for 20 years. I joined when I was in high school in Madison, Wisconsin, and I've been involved in many different areas. But I also do work in other areas of the movement. I'm on the executive committee of Move to Amend. I helped to start the Move to Amend coalition. I run the Liberty Tree Foundation, which is a pro-democracy group in Madison, Wisconsin, and that's been very involved in the uprising in Wisconsin this past year. But I'm working on Jill Stein's campaign as her campaign manager because in an election year, it is vital that progressives and advocates for democracy and justice have a voice at the voting booth. And I've known Dr. Stein, I've known Jill Stein for about 10 years now. I got to see her in action when she ran against Mitt Romney in 2002 at the debates. And I know that I knew when I signed up that she would be a compelling candidate, that she was somebody who could speak for the broader movement very effectively. She comes across as very serious and competent and knowledgeable about the issues, and that's because she is. I saw the opportunity in this campaign to build the independence of the progressive movement, to allow progressives to speak in our own voice. I think one of the problems with our political system in this country is that social movements end up serving the establishment political parties instead of having the political parties serve the interests of social movements. We end up too often with labor organizations or student groups, community organizations, environmental groups, women's groups, protecting people in power because they want to have some access, some say. They think they have some access, some say in what happens in the halls of power, instead of having people in power protect the women's movement, community organizations, student groups, the labor movement, and so on. So what the Green Party does is it allows the labor movement to speak in its own voice, to say what we really need in terms of economic policy in this country, in terms of the right to organize. It allows advocates for single payer to have a candidate who actually advocates for single payer and will not sell them down the river. It allows students to have a voice in which we're able to say that we need to end tuition at institutions of public higher education and to forgive student debt. These are all things that Jill Stein is campaigning on and that she is a voice for. And then by having her do well in this campaign, we're developing the independence of all of the movements for democracy and justice. And if we don't have that independence, then we really not only don't have a voice, but we're essentially shut out of the political process.